Hey VC, long time no see. It's been about 2 months or so since I made a video. I think, I might have made one response video somewhere in there. In that time, the last 2 months or so, I've been doing a lot of digging, a lot of thrift store digging. We have a, I guess, chain of thrift stores throughout like upstate New York area. There's one where I live. They're called the VOA, the Volunteers of America, and their vinyl is 10 for $4. So you get 10 LPs for $4, and they have half off days too. So you can walk away with like 10 records for $2. The only problem is I stop by once a week, and I've been doing it for, I'd say, about 2 months or so, and I've only walked away with like 60. So it's touching, and those were two 30-hit days. You know, I didn't find like 10 a week, 10 a week, 10 a week. It was like nothing, 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 30. So it's really touch and go, like any first store digging, but it's kind of a little different there. I find some great stuff, and then the vinyl's just too gone, and you know, it's just not worth picking up. But obviously I'm not going to sit here and show you 60 records. So what I did is I picked out, I don't know how many are here, maybe 10, and then 5 or 6 other records that I've purchased, whether it be, you know, record shop, mail order, or whatever. So these are 10 of my thrift store finds, and I'm gonna start. Little Joe Cocker, Little Help from My Friends. It's a great old record. I'm sure I don't have to talk about that. Another Joe Cocker. And like I say, most of these are in pretty good condition. I'm a little more picky and choosy, but you know, you get what you find. So Crosby, Stills and Nash. This is a gatefold. Ooh, Little Moody Blues, Threshold of a Dream. This is a gatefold as well. You gotta love those. Gotta love those mugs. Just that classic 70s look. Every once in a while I find some good 80s stuff over there, and I pick it up and listen to it. Huey Lewis in the News, sports. This of course has like Harder Rock and Roll, I Want a New Drug, you know, a lot of his hits around there. Now this is John Abercrombie, Dave Holland, and Jack DeJohnette, I guess is how you say that. I'm terrible. But John Abercrombie is a jazz guitarist who I really like, and he's done a lot of different things, and this is a phenomenal album. This is called Gateway, and this is a 3-piece. It's got a stand-up bass, acoustic guitar, and drums, and it is just some phenomenal guitar jazz. I'm very, very happy I found that. That's just great. Little Joe Jackson, Body and Soul. This album took me 2 or 3 spins to really get into, but once I did, I'm glad I kept giving it a shot. I talked about 80s. This one's like brand new. This is Billy Joel, An Innocent Man. And like I say, I mean, this is, I don't know if you can see exactly how good of a condition that's in, but just great. I mean, this has, what's it have on it? Uptown Girl, Keeping the Faith, This Night, Easy Money. It's got some good songs on it. Here's another good one in good condition. That's just a great album, The Mamas and the Papas. Of course, you know, this has like Monday Monday, California Dreamin', Hey Girl, just a lot of good songs. And you know, I've talked before about my dad raising me on old music, and I'm just a sucker for anything good like that. So that's all I picked out from the thrift shops. Like I said, there's a lot more. I think I found 60, and that was like 10, so I don't even know if that was 10. But a small fraction of what I found. Did find some good stuff. Some of it's not in the best condition. I found like a still in shrink wrap Dio, but the corner had been like eaten off by a mouse or something, like about that much of it. So it just, I mean, I bought it, the vinyl's in mint condition, it's like brand new, but yeah, that's what you get at thrift shops. So okay, let's go into a few purchases I bought at stores and stuff. This is the Bouncing Souls Salt title. Bouncing Souls, any of you don't know, you know, there's the New York City area band, and just a lot of good kind of in-your-face punk rock. Along the lines of, like, when I say punk rock, I would put them into the same category as Rancid, like that sort of punk rock, that style, I guess, minus the ska influence. Australian singer-songwriter Lou Hickey. This is number, probably won't be able to see that at all, but number 62 out of 300. I actually, I'm going to pull this out because I absolutely love the color of vinyl on this. It's just, it's ugly, but I think it's beautiful. It's kind of like a purplish mauve style. I just think it's very pretty. She's a singer-songwriter, solo artist, whatever you want to say, and just very good music. Some of it's kind of mellow, some of it's a little like indie rock-ish. She has that whole kind of nostalgic sound at times. Just very, very good stuff. Like I say, that's I think this was a Black Friday record store release. I ordered it on Amazon, but like I said, this is 62 out of 300. You see the check marks here. This is a it comes in pink and white, green and white, and random swirl. And this is a random swirl, but I think it's very good. I'm not much non-stop for the solo artist kind of experiment, like do different types of sounds and stuff, and that's very good. Lagwagon, Live and a Dive. This is a 2 LP set, all live songs. If you like Lagwagon, this is a great live album. That's all I can really say about that. Lagwagon, if you don't know, Fat Records, kind of mid-90s popularity poppy punk, along the lines of NoFX style, I guess. I'm terrible with classifying music, but Murphy's Law recently reissued a lot of their old albums. This one's back with a bong. These are all on colored vinyl. They all go for about 15 bucks, and they all come with download cards. And if you like Murphy's Law, just some classic, you know, fun New York City punk rock, New York City hardcore, we'll call them hardcore. I mean, they're hardcore along the lines of like Agnostic Front style of music, but just fun lyrics. Like not on this album, I mean, obviously Back with a Bong's pretty self-explanatory, but just kind of that NYHC sound with you know, just a lot of fun as well to it. I've seen them 3 or 4 times over the years, and they're just always fun. I know the singer, and I can't remember his name right now, I'm terrible, but he drinks a lot of Jaeger on stage. It's just a lot of fun, the newest, released in 2012, Pennywise, All for Nothing. Now, I was skeptical for a long time of picking this up because this is without Lidman, or Lindbergh. The singer for Pennywise has been the singer for Pennywise up until 2010, I believe. Like I said, I didn't look these up pre-video, but I never checked my facts, but he left in 2010, the singer for Pennywise did. I can't remember his name. It's like Jim Lindbergh maybe? Lindemann? Something like that. But he left in 2010. They got a replacement singer for this album and tours. This is the only album that was put out in that time period. He is now back with the band, but this was without him. So I waited 2 years to pick it up, and I'm actually surprised. I mean, this kind of goes back to like Full Circle style Pennywise, and it sounds really good. And you know, it's without, I think it's Jim, but it's just great. It really is good. I'm not disappointed at all. And last but not least, this is one of my favorite new pickups. This is Cadaver. This is a gatefold. Really cool gatefold there. This is on Nuclear Blast. They were originally on TP Records for the first album, and this album came out on Nuclear Blast. This album, I think, is another one that's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna pull it out. I know, you know, there's not a lot of big color vinyl junkies, but tell me that that is not just a gorgeous album. I just think that's beautiful. But Cadaver is kind of like, they're German, kind of that whole new psych stoner sound, I guess. You know, if I could pick the most popular band I could think of, along the lines of like The Sword, but not obviously with their own sound. They sound a little more, I'd say, Black Sabbath than The Sword, you know, a little more towards the Black Sabbath side of that. But just, you know, that stoner psych, the new stoner psych rock, I guess you would call it. That's an excellent, excellent album. I love Cadaver. Just a great band. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I wanted to make this short, and I probably didn't, and I have a lot more to show, but I just haven't had time to make videos. And you know, I'll keep watching videos and commenting on breaks at work and stuff, but you might only get about one a month from me for the next little while, just till my schedule has a turnaround or something. So that's it. Have fun. Catch you later, BC.